Today we are in the core programming department where the core technology for EVE Online is made.
One of the features we're working on is the avatar viewer. We wanted to enable players to view a full-body portrait of the various characters and agents in EVE Online. You can now click a button to view the full-body avatar. This will provide you with a full 3D render of the character, so you can zoom the camera around and pan and basically check out all of their questionable fashion tastes in a separate window. The shadows are an important part of any sci-fi game, and we've been wanting to revisit them for quite some time. In fact, I think the last time we looked at them in great depth was during the Trinity expansion 4 years ago. Now, the old solution used a generic bounding sphere that was fine for bigger, bulkier ships, but was found to be sorely lacking for smaller or thinner ships, or any ships that are non-spherical, which is most of them. We now calculate the shadows based on the actual ship model itself, which results in much harder, sharper, more defined shadows, and we think you'll find that it's a great improvement from what's currently on Tranquility. We've measured the GBU impact of these new shadow effects, and the changes are negligible. There should be no decreased performance as a result of this.
Another feature we've been working on is some changes to the star map. Now, this is a very important tool for EVE players. It provides a wealth of information and data to help them plan their operations and see where they're going. We wanted to improve the readability and the visual appearance of the star map. So we've darkened the background, we've tweaked some of the colors, and we've also added anti-aliasing to all of the lines on the star map. The net effect of this being that the data that you need is going to jump out of the screen at you more. Additionally, we've applied some of the same techniques to the system map. We've removed the old blurred nebula background because this was clashing with some of the elements of the map, the lines and the labels and whatnot. So that's been replaced with a darker, more sci-fi background. And again, we've also sharpened up the lines, added anti-aliasing. So again, this should be much more readable and usable as a tool. One of the features we're most excited about here in Core Graphics is an implementation of the open source BrakePad crash reporting system. Now, this tool enables us to capture vital crash data at the point of failure on the client. We can then take these stack traces, we collate that information, and it allows us to more accurately diagnose and fix rendering issues. Some pilots may have noticed in the past that when you're shooting a target and you miss, that the effect from the weapon still hits the ship. Now, we sort of thought this was a bit silly, to be honest, so we've been looking into how we can change that. Now, we do have a working effect, so that now when you miss the target, the effect will actually miss too. Now, this is still going through some final tweaks and testing, and we very much hope to get it in for the winter expansion, although I'm not committing to that yet because, like I say, we're still finishing it up, so no promises.
It has always been my personal experience that when I play computer games, I have to launch them first. So we're going to talk to a couple of guys who are making a brand new launcher for EVE Online.
Basically, the launcher is the installer and the patchers and the repair tool all rolled into one package, and it will give you a new way of accessing EVE. Like, it's instead of starting up your EVE client, you start up the launcher, which will then start up your EVE client. What this extra step actually gives you is more simplicity, because instead of starting your EVE client to get to know that there's a new update, and then you have to download that update, and then you have to install it, whatever, the launcher will just make sure that to let you know, okay, hey, there's an update available, I can download it for you, I can install it, no problem, and then you're just good to go and fly into space. Also, what the launcher gives us is, so it gives the player something to basically look at while all this is going on. It gives them links to the latest news, the latest dev blogs. It gives them access to the repair tool if something has gone wrong. And it actually just gives us a really good avenue for future work. We're actually going to drop it on CC in a couple of weeks, and it's basically just the first skeleton version of it, and we hope to be able to add a lot to it.
That's it for now, but we will be back real soon to show you more of CCP and EVE Online.